Hi, I'm Mary Hoover and I'm back with you again with Block 8 from Full Bloom Block of the Month. These are the fabrics for this month. So this month we introduced these three beautiful pinks and this background. Now this background will be used also for block number 9. So when we do the cutting for this, we're going to cut out that background as well. The remaining fabrics are all leftovers from other blocks. And that's those. So let's get your tracing paper shape done and cut out all of your freezer paper shapes and we can get to the ironing. So here's our cutting for block number 8. 1.5 by 36 inch strip from the green. 2 17 by 17 inch squares because one of these squares will be used for block number 9. You're not going to get a new green for block number 9. So this is it. This is the last cutting of the squares. 7 4.5 by 4.5 inch squares and 6 8.5 by 8.5 inch squares for the little flowers. So all the backgrounds of the little flowers are now cut. And we can finish those up at the end of block number 9. So here's our first fabric, flower number 1. So this is the flower that's in the lower corner, 2 tops and 1 single. From this fabric we need to cut the 1.5 by 18.5 inch strip and pieces 1 through 8, 2 large centers and 1 top. And this fabric will be used again for block number 9. This fabric we got earlier. This is from an earlier block. This one just had pieces A through D, center 1A, and some stuff for the small flowers. Last time we're going to use this pretty purple is for center 1B. And this fabric is the upper flower, some small flower pieces, center 2A. That's the last we're going to use that one. We're squeaking out center 2B out of this fabric, and it's the last fabric of this, which is the center 2C. Okay, so get all of your pieces cut out and we will get the block assembled. So we're layering block number 8, and the flower that's in the lower corner, flower number 1, is actually under flower number 2 along this one side. All except for this petal D. So that needed to be stitched along with the petals that are behind flower 1. So 1, 4, 5, and 7, and then petal D. So these were all glued and stitched, and now I'm going to glue and stitch flower 1. So I'm going to finish up flower number 1. I'm going to add these shadow pieces, and then I will place center 1A, and then stitch that, and then 1B. And then we'll move on to flower number 2. So before stitching down this big flower or large flower number 2, don't forget about this petal up here, petal A. You can actually stitch that the same time you do this D down here. I didn't catch it at first, but you can do these two at the same time. Then they'll be ready to go when you do your the large flower. So I'm just going to add these highlight pieces next, and then the 3 centers. So remember, glue, stitch, glue and stitch. Okay, so here's block number 8, all finished up, ready to be put up on the wall, waiting for all the rest of the blocks to be done. Here are the little blocks that I made this month. And these are the 9 blocks that I have left. So I have this square and these 2 centers waiting for some flowers. So just waiting for the last pieces so I can finish up. Block number 9. This one needs a top, and this one needs a top. Thanks again for joining me, and that finishes up block number 8. So I'll see you back here next month for block number 9.